Hello and welcome to episode 4 of the Morning Heater. I am Eli. That's RyanPropz. Before we get started, thank you to Pickett Sports. Thank you to Boom Fantasy. Download those apps. Use code GoldBoys or use code RyanPropz. Helps us out. Helps Ryan out.
Appreciate
And
that.
awesome apps you should be using anyway. So let's go ahead and get into it here. I want to get two things out of the way. First, Phillies suck. Go Yankees. Second of
Hate
all,
this already.
Anthony Volpe. Anthony Volpe stolen base. It's a system play at this point. I got it this morning at plus 330 on DraftKings. I'm playing that for a third of a unit, and I'm going to do that until they either juice the hell out of the odds or he stops stealing bases every time he gets on base. On that same note, I'm also going to take Volpe for a run for half a unit. I also got that on FanDuel at plus 179 this morning. Kind of for similar reasons. I'm taking a stolen base every day. He's really good bat to ball skills, really good eye, really good at getting on base. By the way, he has DJ LeMahieu, Aaron Judge, and Anthony Rizzo hitting right behind him. So I think his runs are going to be valuable as well moving forward. What's your first play?
My first play, it's funny. Last week I had a Willie Adames prop. I'm actually going back to Willie Adames, which is kind of odd. It's not even like I'm not even like a big Willie fan, but I just think we've caught him in good spots on back-to-back weeks. Granted, he didn't hit for us last week, so let's make up for it. So on DraftKings, there's hits plus RBIs plus run props now, which is a beautiful prop.
Yeah, I was looking at
that. I think you should experiment with a little bit. I'm going to go Willie Adames over 1.5 hits plus RBIs plus runs. It's minus 130, so there's a little juice to it, but I think it's worth it. He broke out a little bit yesterday. He had a run, a hit, and 2 RBIs, and he gets a really nice spot versus Carlos Carrasco. In his career versus Carrasco, he's 7 of 9 for a pretty smooth 778 batting average with a double and a home run. He's got Yelich and Winker in front of him who are getting on base at a pretty high rate, and then he's just got a beautiful matchup versus Carlos, like I said, whose away ERA was 4.57 last season.
Nice. Yeah, I noticed those started to pop up. I haven't dug into them yet, but I'm excited to see how you do on that. I'm going to start looking at them too. My next play, I'm going back to the same game as my first play. It is officially the first Nestor Cortes Jr. day of the year. So we obviously got the shirt on, ready to go. Do you know how many strikeouts per 9 innings your Phillies are allowing to starting pitchers through the first 3 games?
I don't want to know.
12.85 strikeouts per 9 innings to starters, which is bananas. Like seeing a number, any number above 9 is high. Nestor in his last spring start actually didn't get a strikeout, which scares me a little bit. But his first 2, he got 11 strikeouts in 7.1 innings, which is high. This is a guy that if we gave the Cy Young out at the All-Star break, he probably would have won it last year. Also, he's the 4th starter in the rotation, mostly because he had an injury and got a little wonky. But I think he's going to come out tonight and really be looking to put a stamp on his opening start here. So I'm taking him over 6.5 strikeouts. Best line I got this morning was minus 112 on MGM. That number's a little bit higher. I was hoping we were going to get a 5.5, but I'm riding it. We're going to see what happens.
Okay, sounds good. My next one is going to be Brady Singer over 4.5 strikeouts. Price varies a little bit. I'm sure most people listening don't have Bet365. If you do, they have the best price of the books that I use. But DraftKings and FanDuel are both playable. I think it's about minus 125 there. He worked up to 68 pitches in his last spring start, so he should have a fairly normal leash today. He had 18 strikeouts and 12.2 innings in spring. Last season, he was over this number in 67% of his starts and really came on strong towards the end of the season. So he was a guy I had my eye on a lot this season coming in. So he faced Toronto once last season. He managed 5 strikeouts. He was just really good at home. He had a sub-3 ERA at home, so I think he can kind of manage this Toronto offense and manage 5 strikeouts versus them. They're averaging 8.33 a game in the early season, so I think he can squeeze 5 out of them.
I like that too. I think Brady Singer is an underrated kind of a prospect. Not a whole lot of people are talking about him because where he plays, but the kid's got good stuff.
Absolutely.
And as somebody the Royals organization is excited about, and rightfully so. I think he's going to be a high quality starter for a long time in this league. All right, my last play, and I think our last play of the show here. I'm on Wander Franco, 2+ total bases. Best line I got was plus 112 on Barstool this morning. I think it's still there. I think it was like even money or slightly into the negatives on most books. So definitely use Barstool if you've got it. Rays are going against Trevor Williams today, who is actually really solid against righties with a 1.85 Sierra and a 275 WOBA allowed last year, which is really, really good. But he just cannot get lefties out. That jumps that more than doubles against lefties, so he goes up to a 5.14 Sierra and a 389 WOBA allowed versus lefties. And Wander's been Wander came out of the gates really hot. I've got him at a 667 XTB percentage, which is my proprietary stat, through 5 at bats, which is nuts. League average is less than 200. So yeah, I think I definitely like his 2+ total bases. I wouldn't even be mad if you if you took his home run, or FanDuel offers a 3+ total bases, 4+ total bases. I wouldn't be mad at you for taking that either. So.
Yeah,
that's it. That's the show. My plays, just to run it back, are Anthony Volpe, stolen base, plus 330.3 units on DraftKings. Anthony Volpe for a run, half a unit, plus 179 on FanDuel. Nestor Cortes Jr. over 6.5 strikeouts, minus 112 on BetMGM. And Wander Franco, 2+ total bases, plus 112 on Barstool. What do you got?
Love it. I got Willie Adames over 1.5 hits plus RBIs plus runs, which is minus 130 on DraftKings. Then I got Brady Singer over 4.5 strikeouts, which is roughly minus 125 on whatever book you're looking at. Let's
go.
have a day.
Thanks for watching. Download Pickett Sports. Download Boom Fantasy. Use code GoldBoys. Use code RyanPropz. Also, come back to this channel at 5 o'clock Eastern time tonight to see Ryan and Brian talk sports. We're also live at 1 o'clock with Propping Up, NHL show. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. Appreciate you watching.